Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I want to pour my Terra Flora technique again, and someone commented a while ago if I could make it in rainbow colors, and this is what I want to do. So I'm starting with silver leaves, which I place into the center of my molds. By the way, this is the Geode coaster mold from Molds and Shapes. And I'm using two of the four coasters to create this pattern. For this pour, I'm using let me think, which resin did I use? Because sometimes I like to play around, of course. I'm using here the Art Pro resin from the Resin Pro company. It's a medium viscosity resin, and I let it sit for around about, let me think, half an hour before pouring. The Art Pro has a working time of 90 minutes, so 1.5 hours. And when you let it sit for a while, you have the right consistency for the technique I want to pour now for the Terra Flora technique. So I'm taking care of my clear resin, that all the bubbles are popped and that everything is how I want it to be. And then I can start placing my alcohol inks. So you see, I'm just randomly taking what I think matches to rainbow. I hope I also have the right row in colors, so I was not sure. For the yellow, I used, I think here, the butterscotch. And then next color is the orange tone. So I think it doesn't matter what exactly alcohol tones you take, just you need to have the rainbow colors. Yeah, there I'm placing the pink again because I forgot it at the first coaster. Then I have a green, so I'm taking the green. Those inks are all from Octopus Fluids, and I really love working with them. Now a bluish shade, and then there comes the last color, and this, of course, it's a purple one. So the colors are really spreading nicely and I really like it. And I'm quite curious if everything is working how I want it to work. So I'm adding a few more drops of each color into my molds so that they can spread even more. But look at these rich and colorful colors. I really like this. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. And working with resin or alcohol inks is just awesome. I just love it. If my voice is a little bit strange or if I'm talking through my nose, I got the flu. I was, finishing earlier from work yesterday. I was lying in my bed yesterday. And today I only got up very late, but I still needed to do my voiceover. But anyway, I hope you don't mind and I hope you can understand me very well. So now I'm putting the clear resin on top. I always do this because I think it gives a little bit more depth, but yeah, I should actually try it without putting clear resin on top of my alcohol or resin inks. But for the moment, I'm doing this. So here is my silver color. And it's just a metal silver, and as you can see, my video went blurred. You can see my hand clear, but you cannot see clear how I'm doing my spiral. I hope you don't mind, but these things sometimes happens, and when you are pouring you don't notice it. Yeah, I'm sorry about it, but I guess you can see very well what I'm doing. So this is just the silver. And then I just take my dotting tool. I'm smoothing out a little bit where I started to pour. Then I have my next color and I have here a blue. Yeah, I'm quickly showing you the silver. And I have here the pigment paste from Let's Resin, the blue, and I added a little bit of the interference pearl in this. So there are only 2 drops of the blue in my cup, and a little bit of the pearl, which gives a nice sheen, and I really thought it's a nice color combination together with my rainbow colors. And one more time, I'm very sorry that my video turned out blurred at that moment, but hopefully you don't mind so much. So I also smoothing out a little bit where I started pouring there, and then I'm taking my white, and I have here the Resin Art white because I wanted to test it if it works as well with this technique, but normally it should do. So I'm also adding the spiral like I would do in this technique, just pouring it very tightly. And then I'm also doing it for my second coaster, just putting the spiral. And this white is rather opaque, just in case you ask me, but I think in some previous videos I gave you the recipe of this technique. And yeah, I just smoothing out where I start pouring my white, then just a quick torch before I can just take my clear resin and I'm filling up my molds. And by filling up with the clear resin, you can see that the silver leaves are nicely spreading. Yeah, they are nicely spreading. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything more. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not 100% with me, so please have mercy with me. Now a quick torch again, and then I can just let the resin do its magic so it can work. I didn't show the time lapse because the video was blurred, but anyway, you see how it's close and it's looking very nicely on that side. And I'm curious how it's gonna look like on the other side. But I love those happy colors and they're perfect for spring and summertime. So just let's have a look. And look at this. I love all these little cracks, and they're like round shaped cells. They're not really like the crackle effect, and I really love this. It's really very beautiful, and the different shades and together with the silver, it has something very, I would say really very natural, the way it cracked. And also the second one, I think for the second one I had a little bit less white. So I prefer my first one where I had used a little bit more white, but basically they are very similar to each other and I'm very happy with this pour. Very, very beautiful color shadings. I really love this. And now there's the final result and you can see all the shades of colors and it mixed perfectly. I really love this. So with this, I love and leave you like always. I thank you for watching and please stay healthy, guys, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.